My name's John, and I want to show you what a massive cinematic sci-fi universe would look like if it was told and owned by the fans, while being in every way as big as the best Hollywood could come up with. It's in progress now, but it's taken a bit of a while to get there, which is why many of you are now wondering, so where is it? Because I've been talking about it for ages, and apparently now I just sit in my car going on about woke, which, I mean, it isn't exactly the case, but I can see why you would say that, Mr. John Wick. But anyway, I'm shooting from here for a reason. I will explain, okay? So I've decided to start giving you blow-by-blow details on where it's up to and what I'm doing. And that's going to mean some changes on the channel, which I'm about to explain. Now, I'm not expecting a lot of views on this one, and that's okay. I'm reaching out to the people who've been following me for a long time, wondering where's it up to. Okay, this is mostly for you. But if you're new, you want to know what the heck is this I've just clicked on, then you're welcome. You're going to find this really, really interesting. So anyway, normal service will be resumed soon, but with a bit of a twist. And that's kind of the point of this. So, first of all, Exuno content. We've made about 11 cinematic short films that offer the first peek into the universe. But because in the midst of making them, I got married, moved house twice, and became a dad twice, it's taken slightly longer to complete than expected. But they're all basically there now. They're all ready to go. I could start releasing them next week if I wanted to. I've also made a whole bunch of YouTube shorts / TikTok type micro shorts that will go out on all the different social media channels that help flesh out the universe and really immerse you and bring you into what's going on. So I'd say there's about a total of 40 videos of whatever length, which will all be posted either on YouTube for free or on our website for free, link below. However, we need to drive more traffic to them for a simple reason. One of those cinematic shorts, it's called The Last Exodus, is designed to be turned into a feature film, which brings the whole thing, the whole universe together, while also bringing it to a bigger audience. The idea is to go to a really big audience. For this, we need the attention of some bigger players to make a feature film. They're expensive, so we need people with bigger wallets, which means I need to show them that there's a market to justify their investment by getting much bigger views. So I think like the biggest video on this channel so far is about 5,000 views. But to show that this is viable for investors, we need views in the millions, which means festivals and reviews and influencer support and ads. It is possible that we can make these videos go viral all by themselves if they're good enough, which I think they are. But YouTube doesn't play nice anymore. The algorithm can change literally the day after you post something. They just did a massive rule change and it comes out of nowhere. It's just not reliable. So we need to actually market the short, for which we're going to be doing a crowdfunder. Now, don't worry if you're a casual viewer. I'm not coming begging for your cash. We're just going to be showing what Exuno is, what the potential for it is, and how it can really empower fans. And those who believe in that or want to see it succeed can back it up and can help it come to life. And in case you don't know what I mean by you know empowering fans and stuff like that, and the concept of Exuno, let me explain. So Exuno means from one, as in from one to many, from one creator to many, me to you. The easiest way to picture it is imagine if, say, Star Wars fan fiction, so like Star Wars fan-made movies or ebooks, that kind of thing, could actually be considered canon by Lucasfilm, therefore Disney. Actual official canon and fully monetizable. Can you imagine that? Not just making your own films, but you'd be able to, for instance, design a t-shirt with Vader and Yoda having a thumb wrestle on it with the Star Wars logo and everything, and you'd be able to sell it legally. Can you even imagine that? Well, this is how mythologies are supposed to work, with members of the society, the community, having freedom to take part in retelling the myth, not just paying to see it somewhere, made by the professionals who don't really get it right all that often. And you know what, this might sound daft. It can be hard to get your head around this kind of an idea because you've been conditioned to expect to be spoon-fed content by the professionals. But that's not the way it should be. That's not human nature. And all of this is actually fully explained on the page of the website that's linked below. So go check it out if you want to know more. But we're changing the way myths are created and interacted with, starting with these short films and these 4 projects that we're working on, that will allow you to step inside of the universe with minimal effort. So let me tell you about the projects. We're calling them, for now, projects 1, 2, and 3. Imaginative, right? Okay. But they're all ways to insert yourself, a character that you create with the platform, into the universe. So you get to create a character that will be official and canon and able to partake in the stories. They'll have a full backstory and everything. We're building the web infrastructure to do that now, and we're training the AI that'll do a whole bunch of the back end, like the visual work. It won't be AI slop. This is going to be human interactive, really good stuff where AI is doing the sort of stuff it's supposed to. But anyway, more on that later. I'm hoping to launch the first one of these projects this year, as early this year as possible. It is a lot of work putting this together, and it's not free. So, it's not free for me. It'll be free for you, but to make it is not free. So it's taken a bit of a time, and we're going to launch them one at a time and build it as the project starts paying for itself in one way or another. The fifth way that we're bringing people in, so there's the films, and then there's the 3 different projects. The fifth way that we're going to bring people in will be right here on this channel and across all of our social channels. So the content will be changing a lot. We're going to start doing a monthly tribunal set within the Exuno universe, be presented by characters from a point in the future. And this is going to raise really interesting, provocative questions that you are going to be itching to give your opinion on. All based on sci-fi and fantasy shows, but presented from within the Exuno universe. So it gets really, really meta. You'll be able to not only comment, but vote on the website. You will be able to just follow the link under each video. And when you do, you become part of the official jury. And all tribunal cases, all the verdicts which you deliver, they'll be recorded and will become part of the official Exuno story. And all of the issues raised will be important topics that play into the events of the Exuno universe. So you'll actually be steering the narrative of Exuno by delivering these verdicts, which will then be posted across all our social channels, as they are all going to become part of the Exuno universe. Like I say, it's going to get really, really meta. While I'm making all of this, which takes a lot of time for a guy with a toddler, a newborn, and a day job, I'm going to be dropping the YouTube output to 1 video per fortnight. You've noticed that they've slowed down already, maybe. So the tribunals, they take a lot of work to produce. They're going to be monthly, and then other various stuffs will happen in between them. And as for why I've been ranting from my car for so long, well, I've always done that since I started this channel. But that was alongside videos from the studio. And, well, if you saw the videos where I was converting the studio into my son's bedroom, you'll know I don't have that much space to shoot from anymore. I tried making the room dual purpose, so I could shoot in there when my son's not asleep. But it's just not viable. There's not enough space there. So I'm converting my garage, aka house dumping ground. So this is where I'm going to be shooting the tribunals from. And I'm going to document the whole process about how I turn this dump into a studio, so that you can see how the whole thing was built and how you could do something similar. So if you want to do some YouTubing stuff, I've built an awful lot of movie sets in my life, so I'm going to show you how I'm building this one. I mean, the first stuff is I'm just going to need to find a way to run everything from the one mains outlet in the whole place without the camera audio picking up the hum from the light's power, which does happen. And I need to damp proof it before I use any delicate electronic equipment, so fixing the holes and the gaps under the doors and the rotten window frames and stuff. It's a big job, but it's worth it, and I'm hoping it's going to make some interesting viewing for you. So anyway, that's about it. My name's John, and I'm trying to do something huge and game-changing without a ton of money at hand, so it's taken a while. But do check the website to see the progress, because there is a lot of progress. We really are moving with it. Anyway, normal-ish service will be resumed next time. We've got the Thrawn problem, and what if the Borg assimilated the internet coming up. So I hope to see you there. And with that, follow the link, sub for more details, comment away. I hope to see you next time, and thank you for listening.